Oh my goodness. Just got up, lads. I'm really tired. Well, let's get this over with. So today we're going to, we have the numbers now. So we can go ahead and make this in its entirety. Basically, when we were on with Jay Allo and Scott yesterday, Scott shat on the idea of Identity 5 having a true MMR system. And I admittedly couldn't do the job I wanted to do defending that because I didn't have the numbers. So it was, it was based on this guy. You can kind of see as he tries to explain it, like that the fact that like the game doesn't have MMR hasn't really even been questioned before. So because everybody already kind of knows that it is. Though to be fair, I did ask. I asked Persuadable server and I asked the main server. I got more yeses than nos, but overall the responses were kind of mixed. More yeses than nos. About 75% yeses, 25% nos would be my final analysis. But like before I even did any of that, here was an example of I just searched the term and I found this guy from October. He was giving the speech about how much it works. Basically, okay, so basically, I was trying to explain the system, and the confusion was, I think what happened was everyone was getting confused at the term star. Okay, like stars. Like at first, I thought it was like a hybrid system, but it's really not. It's not even a hybrid system at all. And the more I dug into the system, the more I realized that it's actually kind of complex. Okay, so unlike Smash's MMR, Identity 5 doesn't use big numbers. They don't use big numbers, okay? And they have some other changes that make it account for some of the variables of the 1v4 format, which you kind of have to. If you're going to do MMR, you have to, again, Identity 5 being balanced and the MMR system working has kind of shown us how we need to do this for Dead by Daylight. But, yeah, this is just kind of some searching about this guy trying to explain the MMR system to this guy who's kind of new. Okay, so that being said, if this system truly wasn't MMR, we would not be able to get any numbers. Okay, Dead by Daylight, for instance, there is no way to get a Dead by Daylight. There's no way to get a number out of that. Okay, Dead by Daylight uses pips, and those aren't numbers. You cannot convert a pip to a number system beyond 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you can't convert it. This system you can convert to a string of numbers, okay? So basically, how Identity 5 works is this, okay? You have to zoom in on this. Ooh. Basically, Identity 5 does it in tiers, okay? You see the tier system here that they have here? So you're thinking, okay, what is this? It just looks like Dead by Daylight pips, okay? You see stars at the bottom. This is where the confusion was coming in yesterday. Everything here is just a shiny coat of paint to visualize your MMR. That's all it is. It's a shiny coat of paint to visualize what your MMR is. And here, I can prove that to you. Stars down here. You need 20 MMR to get 3 stars. The only MMR is at the bottom. The bottom number, 20, 20, 30. You see all that MMR? 20, and then 25 more. It's still 30, because it's tiers 5 and up. They use 5 per, They use 30 per star. Okay, so there's 25 stars in the last 2 ranks. All this is a visualization of your MMR. That's all it is. So basically, and then there's 3. You see, you're at 3-1. You need to get to 1-1, and then you convert to 4. Yeah, you know what I mean? You get to convert to the next tier. Tier 1 is that. Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5, Tier 6, Tier 7, Tier 8. Okay, so you have to do 20. This right here is just the math for the first one, worker B. Okay, you have to get 20 MMR to get 1 star. You have to get 3 stars, and then you rank up to 2-1. So you have to then do it 3 times. So that math is it requires 180 MMR to get out of worker B. There you go. There you go, bruh. So, using this formula, we can go ahead and keep going. Now, I must reiterate, I hate math, so it's possible I have something wrong here. But that being said, I don't think I have anything wrong here. Because look at that perfect result. 4,500 being the max MMR in the game. I don't think that's wrong. It's way too deliberate. It's way too perfect of a number. There's no way that's wrong. And using this system, you can calculate your MMR in Identity 5. All you gotta do is go, okay, what's my rank? I'm a tier 3, and I have 3 stars. Okay, easy. You go, I'm tier 3, so I have to be here. 180 plus 320, what is that, 500 MMR? And then if I'm at, so you're 500 MMR, and then you're at tier 3, then you have 3 stars, which means you have 30. So you're at, what is that, 360? 320 plus 500, and then you have 3 stars, so that's 60. Your MMR is 560, and then whatever you have carried over. That's your MMR. There, easy. Look how easy that was. You can now make your own MMR calculations based on knowing what your visual representations mean in terms of the math. Basically, all this means, Scott Jund, is a number, and you can calculate that number if you're not dumb. So there you go. There, we figured out how the system works. Now, the only question I still have, I'm going to keep looking into, is how the matchmaking is done. Maybe it matches you in terms of stars, and the individual ones don't count. But all in all, this is how the MMR system is calculated. So yes, Scott, it is a string of numbers, and yes, it does work. And Dead by Daylight should do something similar. There you go, boys. There's how you get your MMR in Identity 5. Not that hard to do. So as you can see, this system continues to prove that it's been done before. And no matter what response gets thrown at it, it can't be denied that this is a system that we should be moving forward with in Dead by Daylight. Something like it. Something that has defeat protection. And why is that important? The reason that I stress the importance of this system right here is it lays out a groundwork for Dead by Daylight. It lays out the easiest fucking groundwork ever. Hell, they even have NetEase as their parent company. Why not go up to them and ask them? Like, I don't understand, bro. Because you can incorporate the other good ideas that the game has for making the system work. You don't just have to go in with no pilot. You don't have to go in with no guide. NetEase can help you do this. Basically, there's like a defeat protection system that I think everybody in the game would enjoy so much more than just depipping because your team sucked. There's a protection system that the MMR has for Survivor. Killers aren't spared so much, but that's okay because the balance is better. There's a defeat protection system that only the person who is the reason that you lost is significantly punished by the system. And I think that would be significantly better. Alright, lads, that's it. I need to get up. I need to get moving. I got homeworks to do. GG's, boys.